Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier, and in this guitar lesson I'm going to teach you my easy fingerstyle arrangement of Autumn Leaves. I've done a full playthrough, so if you want to hear me play it all the way through, check that out. I'll leave a link in the description and hopefully a card above. So I'm going to teach you that today, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press that notification bell, and I do love to hear from you, so please leave me a comment in the comment section, even if it's just to say hi. But I'd love to know where in the world you're from. I'd love to know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want the tabs for this as well, then you can support me on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. You could play this on any type of guitar, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, or classical guitar. It will sound fantastic. I'm just using an acoustic guitar today. My guitar's in standard tuning. Okay, so the first 8 bars, including the pickup bar, goes like this. Okay, so to play that, bar 1 is the pickup bar really, and it plays, which is B5, B7, B8, so you got, it comes in on beat 2, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. We then go into bar 2 and we've got this A minor 7 chord. First finger is on the D7, second finger on B8, third finger underneath it on E8, and little finger on G9. So that's A minor 7. Into bar 3 and we've got a D7 chord, which is your first finger barred across the D, G and the B strings at the 7th fret. And then you could use your second or third fingers on E8. So D7, G7, B7 and E8. We then play the G7 again on its own, and then G9, and then B7. So bar 3. Into bar 4, and we've got G major 7. First finger on D5, and then I'm using my third finger flat across the G, B and the E strings at the 7th fret. So it's G major 7. We then go to this next chord, which is a C major 7, where you were just playing first finger barred on the 5th fret from the D, G and the B strings, little finger on E7 nearest to the floor. We then play G5, G7, I'm using my third finger there, and then B5. So it goes. And then into bar 6, and we've got this F sharp half diminished, or F sharp minor 7 flat 5. I'm using my first finger on D4 and third finger flat across the G, B and the E strings at the 5th fret. So that's F sharp half diminished, or F sharp minor 7 flat 5. We then go into bar 7 and we've got this B7 chord. First finger G2, third finger D4, little finger on B4, and we just play those 3 strings. We then play open B, B2, B4, and then into bar 8, I've got this E minor chord. First finger on D2, and then put another finger on E3 nearest to the floor, and then also play the open G and the open B strings. So you've got D2, G, B, and E3. And then I've just played a low E in bar 9. And then I'm doing the same as the pickup bar, playing B5, B7 and B8. Okay, so let's try bars 1 through to 9 after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Let's play it slightly faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That will then repeat back to bar 2, and you play bars 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, but you don't play bar 7, that's the first time bar. Instead we're going to jump on the second time round to bar 10. We've got this. So bar 10, I'm barring my first finger on the 7th fret, second finger on G8. So I'm going to play the E7 on its own, and then D7, G8 and B7 at the same time. Then I'm using my little finger to play a B10, and then I'm using my third finger to play a B8. So bar 10. Into bar 11, I've got this E minor chord where I'm playing open E with fret 5 on the D string with the second finger, so second finger D5, first finger G4 and third finger B5, and play that all at the same time. Then play the open E, and then to go into the next section we've got, which is B4 and then B5. So let's try the second time through. So we're going to play bars 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, jump over to 10, 11 and 12. So you've got this. Bar 10. Okay, so let's try putting that whole line together then. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Back to bar 2. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. To bar 10. 2, 3, 4. On to the next line, and we've got this. So for that, we're going to play E2 nearest to your face and E2 nearest to the floor. We then play the open B string back to E2. So bar 13. Into bar 14. And I'm playing this B7 flat 9 chord. My first finger's barred from the D string on the first fret. And I'll put my second finger on A2. And my third finger on G2. So I'm playing A2, the D1, the G2 and the B1. I'm then going to use my little finger and play E2. Then I have to move my fingers out of the way and play the open E, and then my little finger will play E2 again. So it goes. We'll then go into bar 15 with this E minor 7 chord. First finger on D2. Second finger on B3, third finger on E3, and little finger on the G4. We just play those bottom 4 strings. Into the next bar, another E minor, playing open E with open G and open B. We then play E3, E2, E3. So the first 4 bars of that line go. Into bar 17, and I'm playing this A minor 7 where I'm playing the open A string. My first finger's barred on the bottom 3 strings of the 5th fret, and little finger on B8. So you get the A string, G5, B8, and E5. I then go to D7 in bar 18, so I'm playing the open D string. My first finger stays barred, but I put my 3rd finger on B7 this time. So you've got D with G5, B7 and E5. I then take off that chord and play the G7, E10 and then E8. So we've got bar 19, I've got G major 7, first finger D5, 3rd finger flat across G, B and the E strings at the 7th fret. And then the last bar of that line I'll go, which is part of C major 7, first finger on G4, 2nd finger D5, 3rd finger on B5. Then the last 2 notes go E5, E7. Okay, so the whole line goes. And then on to the last line, and we've got okay, so we've got these diminished 7th chords going down. First finger on D7, 2nd finger on B7, 3rd finger G8, little finger on E8. And you play that twice, then jump down 3 frets and play that twice. So your frets 4 and 5. And then jump down another 2 frets and play it once. So you're on frets 1 and 2. So you got, and then jumps back to where it started on beat 4. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We then get these descending chords going. So E minor 7, first finger barred on the 7th fret, and use your 2nd finger on B8. And I just play the A string, the G, B and E strings. So A7, G7, B8 and E7. I then jump down a fret and add my little finger to B8. So first finger bars on the 6th fret, little finger on B8. Play the same strings, then down another fret, so your first finger bars at the 5th fret, 2nd finger on B8. Then down 1 more fret, first finger on the 4th fret, little finger on B6. And then there's just the note B5. So bars 23 and 24 go. And then bar 25, playing A3, I'm using my little finger flat across D, G and the B strings. You could use your 3rd finger at the 5th fret, so E5, B5 and G5 with the A string. Then E3, and then I've got this B7 with a flat 9 in there. So first finger B1, 2nd finger A2, 3rd finger G2, little finger E2 nearest to the floor. Play the A, G, B and E strings. I then play E3, then B, then open E with open G, open B and open E. Then play the E string, and then if you're going back round again, play, which will be like the pickup bar, playing B5, B7 and then B8, which takes you back into bar 2 if you can, if you've got the tabs there out. So let's just play the whole of that line. Here we go. And that's the whole song. So there you go, that was my easy arrangement of Autumn Leaves. Hopefully you've enjoyed this lesson and found it useful. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, it really does help me out, as does giving me a like on the video. Press that notification bell. And I love to hear from you, so please leave me some comments in the comment section. Even if it's just to say hi, it does help the video get some more views. But I'd love to know where in the world you're watching this from. I just make these videos from my home in England and people are watching them all around the world. So let me know what country you come from. And if you've got any ideas for songs as well, put them in the comments. And if you love what I'm doing, you'll want to support me. Support the channel, keep me doing this. And you want the tabs for this and loads of other songs, then you can support me on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. Or you could just give me a super thanks on the video. That'd be much appreciated. Well, thanks for watching this. I do really appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.